going through a new season of anime is always a lot of work because you got to sort out the ones that you're going to think are interesting, which ones you're going to watch and hopefully not drop, and just what is going to be the thing that keeps you interested this season. And we already have, I mean, we've only been like 3 days into this new season for the fall 2023. We've got quite a few already, or at least the ones that I've been watching. And we have some continuations from last season as well, like Kenshin and Dark Gathering, and sadly, Seven Spellblades. There's a few episodes left. But I go through and I kind of just look at the trailer quick, add them on my list, and just go on my way. So, besides a few of them that you already know, obviously from reading and everything, how they're going to go. And when I decided to add ragnacrimson to my list, I didn't know. I had no idea how it was going to be, considering the title card animation looks kind of iffy. And I mean, it's Silverlink, and we all know that Silverlink has this history, at least in my opinion, of making some pretty mid-tier animation styled animes. And I mean, it's not necessarily always their fault, but just the shit that they cover, because they do have quite a few that I do also quite enjoy, like, The Maid That I Hired Is Suspicious, or let me think of some other ones here, which isn't really super important, but let's see, When Will Ayamu Make His Move? That one was really good. They made quite a few decent shows, but sometimes they're very hit and miss. So going into this one, I was blind. And I didn't realize it was going to be a 47-minute long first episode, and I walked into it blind as can be. Was I impressed? Actually, you know what? To be honest with you, I was slightly impressed. It had, some action in it. It had some decent characters. We had our cute main character, or not main character, I guess she's more of a side character technically at this point, but Leo, who is this girl who, well, let's delve into the story here. It's pretty much this world where there's dragons and humans, and dragons have always, dominated the humans, but the humans rise up as dragon hunters to fight back and retaliate so they can live. And our technical main character is Ragna, and he is this guy who pretty much has like no fighting skills when it comes to hunting down dragons, and his past is a little rough because his parents have died and nothing's worked out for him, and he ends up attracting dragons for some odd reason. And he meets Leo, who is this 12-year-old girl, and I don't know how old Ragna's supposed to be. I don't think he's that much older, maybe 3-4 years older. And she's like the best dragon hunter around. And for some reason, she wants to partner up with Ragna because she sympathizes with him and feels that he has potential in the future, when everybody else in this world really doesn't. And that faith that she puts in him, is just pretty amazing. And when you get these kind of character tropes and how it's laid out from the beginning, you're like, okay, so this isn't anything too special. That's kind of what you're thinking. But the further the episode went along, the more I was actually quite impressed, because sure, we got the classic Silverlink kind of crappy CGI enemies, especially for the first episode. You'd think you'd want to impress a little bit more, but it kept me going, and that 47 minutes went so quick, because just the way that they develop it, we get this like slightly mysterious thing that I pretty much guessed right off the bat, but some future involvement that ends up altering this timeline to make it so that Leo is still there to help Ragna progress. And granted, if I keep going too deep into this, it'd go into spoiler territory, but it's one of those things where, his future self comes and, warns him throughout these visions of time that he needs to, shit or get off the pot, because if he doesn't start doing something, he's going to lose Leo and pretty much everything else that he loves in this world, because the dragons are going to, take over and win this battle. So he makes this almost like guess we don't know too much yet considering the story, but I feel like he takes a loss of life to merge with his future Sifu, trained to become this ultimate machine to defeat dragons. So they merge pretty much, and there's another character that I believe we're going to meet in the next episode named Crimson that has a big part to do with this. But the best part about this whole thing is like the main reason that the dragons went apeshit and decided to run rampage throughout all these cities and ending up to the point where we almost lost Leo was because the Dragon King loves these pastries from the city, and apparently some thugs came and completely robbed this place and it shut down. So obviously the Dragon God's pissed, and he tells his disciples to destroy the city and the kingdom and everything about it. So we've got this pretty serious tone series developing from this light reason. I don't know. It's pretty goofy, and I'm actually enjoying it quite a bit, and I'm pretty excited to see where this ends up going. Of course, you know, it's a shonen manga series, and you know, but it's got that action fantasy vibe to it that really keeps you going. I really hope that the animation goes up a tiny bit, but I really doubt it will. However, as long as the story keeps me, you know, emotionally and visually pleased with this, like the action scenes and such, I'll be pretty happy. But yeah, that's pretty much my first take on this series, and I'm really excited to see where this goes from here, because this quarter for fall 2023 is looking fantastic so far. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this episode down in the comments below, because I'm rather intrigued, and I'm really looking forward to see where this goes. I'd like to know your guys' thoughts about that as well. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. It means a lot to me. And if you enjoy my content, hit that subscribe button. I upload a crap ton, or I'm trying to at least keep up that momentum going so that we can have plenty of content to discuss and talk about. So with that being said, out of the way, this has been Squids, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.